Mayo Experience.
Mayo Experience. Mayo Experience. Mayo Experience. Experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience, live in the hour before kickoff to week one. Everyone excited? We're presented by Underdog Fantasy, as you can see in the background. Code Mayo at Underdog Fantasy right now. Get in. There's a Dak free pick today. He signs a new big contract, 4 years, $240 million. And if you can get over a yard today, you win on Underdog Fantasy by using code Mayo. You can get a deposit bonus of up to $1,000 as well. Load your questions into the chat right now. I'm going to run down the news from the last time that you saw me, last evening. And if you're looking for all of the rankings and you have a decision to make at each position, go to the description right now. The rankings are all in there if you just need a very quick answer in case you don't want to wait for me to get to it in the chat. Smash the like while you're here. Share this around. If you really want to share something around, I just dropped it down into the description right now. I played an 8-leg underdog pick'em entry. And if you go retweet it right now and it wins, I will give one of the people who retweeted it $1,000. So let's pray that one comes through. You can find that link down in the description. It'll bring you to Twitter. You retweet it and boom, you are in that draw. All right, the pick'em contest is down there as well. But enough of that. Let's get to the injuries. Russell Wilson is out. Justin Fields is starting. That is reflected in the rankings. Jordan Love is going to miss 3 to 6 weeks. He did not completely blow out his knee, so that's, I guess, positive news for the Packers at this point. Jalen Warden is in. Tyrone Tracy is in. Christian McCaffrey is likely going to play tomorrow evening. Antonio Gibson is active for the Patriots against the Bengals. T. Higgins is not active against the Patriots for the Bengals, and Jamar Chase is apparently on a snap count. We'll see how that goes. There's no way I'm sitting Jamar Chase if he's on the field and T. Higgins is going to be out. Like, let's be real here. You're going to play Jamar Chase unless you have the absolute best receiving core of all time on your fantasy roster. A.T. Perry is out for the Saints. Boom for Shaheed. Let's go, Shaheed. So hopefully J.C. Horn can lock down Chris Olave. We get all of our Shaheed points on like one play. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Josh Downs is out. A.D. Mitchell and Alec Pierce expected to see an uptick against the Texans. DJ Chark is out for the Chargers and placed on injured reserve, but no one really cares about that. Everyone else just seems like they're going to be playing. Tyreek Hill was arrested this morning. If you missed that, he's going to be playing, though, and he's going to have like the Scotty Scheffler type game here. If you're unfamiliar with Scotty Scheffler, who got arrested at the PGA Championship, expect Tyreek to have like 13 catches for 500 yards and 8 touchdowns today, based on how Scheffler played when he got released from prison that day. The next day for Scotty Scheffler didn't turn out too well. That day, though, he was on fire, and I could see the same thing happening with Tyreek Hill right here. Let's get to your questions. First one up, full point PPR, Brian Thomas or Jameson Williams? I like Brian Thomas in this game. Not that I don't like Jameson Williams, but I'm going to go to the game that has a 49 total, where he is presumably the second or third receiving option on the Jags in a spot where they're probably going to have to pass a ton. So give me Brian Thomas Jr. in his first ever game right there. Ed Dooley, shout out to you, Ed. You smash the like while you're here. Half point PPR, Ty Chandler, Noah Fant, Bucky Irvin, Buck who loves to fuck Irving, and Jaden McMillan. Let's go with Noah Fant in a revenge contest against the Denver Broncos. And if you think that Surtain can take out one of the options on Seattle, be it DK or Jackson Smith and Jigba, Lockett's already gimped up with a thigh injury. No idea if he's going to be at full speed or if he's 70, 80%. Noah Fant can just kind of roam in the middle of the field. So I like Fant of those 4 guys. Christopher says, love you, Pat. Love you, Christopher, more than you know. Year 10 with the Pat Mayo Experience. Let's go. It is. I mean, this is year 15 of the PME. So you've been here 66 or 67% of the time. Thank you for sticking around. Hopefully you don't lose all of your bets and your fantasy matchups. Wouldn't that be nice? Brian asks, full point PPR, rank 1 through 3. Neighbors, Josh Palmer, Christian Kirk. It's Kirk, Neighbors, and then Palmer for me in PPR formats 1 through 3. Jammer Chase, a must start. I like that. Jammer, hardly know her. Yeah, he's a must start. Unless you can check out the rankings right now. I have them up here somewhere. Let's see. They're in the newsletter. They're down in the description. And if you really care to know, I have Jamar Chase at number 11 for the week because I'm playing him over almost everyone. If you had a receiving core of CD, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Garrett Wilson, then I guess no. You probably wouldn't have to play Jamar Chase. You probably don't have that team, though. So get him in there. If he sucks, well, at least you went down with Jamar Chase, not... Let me scroll down here. Let's see. Jalen Hyatt instead, who might just get zeros anyway because he's Jalen Hyatt. You might as well go out swinging with the upside of Jamar Chase. And they're saying that he's limited. There's a chance that he's not limited, and he just wreaks havoc on the Patriots today. Pick 2, 1 point PPR, James Cook, DJ Moore, and Jahmyr Gibbs. Actually, DJ Moore, the best. I love all three of those options. Your team must be fucking stacked if those are the options that you have to go in with. But I'll go with DJ Moore. I think he's the safest of those three. And I mean, Gibbs probably has the highest upside, but he's still in the split with Montgomery. If he doesn't get the goal line touches, and he is coming off that hamstring injury that maybe they ease him back in, it's going to be full send for DJ Moore. You got a rookie in Roma Dunze who, listen, it's a rookie. He could go off, but he's not played in the NFL before. So there's that. You have Keenan Allen, who's dealing with that heel injury, who might be a bit gimped up. So it's going to be all Caleb Williams to DJ Moore against the Titans. At least that would be the expectation that I would have. Fields or Purdy? I'm going with Fields. If Fields is starting, you play him in fantasy. I have him ranked at number 10 in the rankings right now. And it's against the Jets. Not that Purdy can't overcome it, but Fields is in a pretty good spot here against an improved Atlanta defense. But you're not here to have 350 yards and 3 touchdowns from Justin Fields. You hope he can throw 1 or 2, have 150 yards passing, and maybe he can get to 100 yards rushing. That's what you would be looking for. And that's where the real upside from Justin Fields comes with. Are you playing any Buckley Irving today? Nah, I'm not going to have a fuck on Buck. Sit him down. Not having him. No, thank you. Fields or Jaden Daniels? There I would go Jaden Daniels. They're kind of I wouldn't say that they're the same guy. I think that Jaden Daniels has the potential to be better, and I like this matchup with the Bucs in a higher total game anyway. Burrow or Caleb? I like Caleb better than Burrow week 1. Jammer Chase starting with no T. Higgins? I believe you've already asked that question, you fucking moron. Get out of my chat. Ban for life! You asked the question once. I will get to it. You don't clog up the chat for the other people, all right? Unless you smash the like button and use code Mayo at Underdog Fantasy right now to get yourself that deposit bonus of up to $1,000. Additionally, I'm giving away $25,000 if you want some. There is a Pick'em League that you can enter down in the description right now. You fill out the Google form. It takes about 10 seconds. You just need to play Underdog Pick'em throughout the course of the year. It also works in Champion states as well. So if you're in Florida, it's not a big deal. You can play on Champions and your picks will count towards that. The only thing that you need is an Underdog account. So if you don't have one, use code Mayo. If you do have one, go fill it out right now. You need to make 180 picks throughout the course of the season. So if you really just wanted to play for the $5,000 top prize, all you would actually have to do is play a bunch of 8-leg Underdog Pick'em or Champion slips for $1, and you could do it for $23 for the entire season if you wanted to. It is open to anyone at any bankroll level to come in and play in this Pick'em competition, so please go do that now. And there is that tweet down in the description that if you go retweet it right now, you're in the draw for $1,000 if that pick is a winner. So let's hope Pat goes 8 for 8 on that slip. Wouldn't that be nice? Higgins out, Brian Thomas, DeAndre Hopkins, or Curtis Samuel. I like Brian Thomas over those. I don't know. Hopkins could go off here. He could get hurt on the first play. He has a torn MCL. So that's not good. From what I hear, at least. I hear playing on a broken knee is not great news. Fields or Dak? I would go Fields this week. Play all of them in that 3-player pick, Hot Soup 14. I don't know what that means. That's not a fucking question. Ask questions. We ask questions in the chat, not random statements, okay? Pittman or Aaron Jones? Let's go with Pittman in that spot. Chuba Hubbard or Keon Coleman in full point PPR. I like Chuba Hubbard even against the Saints there. JSN or Josh Palmer, full point PPR. Let's go with Josh Palmer. They're very close in the rankings, but I will go with Josh Palmer. Love the new Underdog sign. Need one of those in my gym. You just call up Underdog or just tweet at Underdog. Man, fuck, if it's not good enough on this app, I'll give this one to you. How about that? Pickens or Chase Brown in the flex? I'm still going with Pickens even with Justin Fields. You should do a giveaway for the neon sign. Maybe. I'll ask him for another one. Maybe I will do that. That's actually kind of fun. I have Nico Collins, Rashee Rice, Chase, and Olave. Okay. It's great. Rashee Rice already played, so he's kind of irrelevant. If you played him, you can't take him out now. Not that you would want to, because he had a good game. Would you start Connor, Kirk, or Chase? I would start James Conner. Cust walking into the studio. Do you want to do you want to come on over here and give an answer to someone?
Sure.
All right, come on over.
All right.
Yeah, that camera's not on. You can come over here. Cust walking in. You can catch myself, Cust, and Gary in live tonight when that camera's on. That camera's not on. This is the only camera that's on. You have to come here and answer the question.
It's his first time.
You have to come here and answer the question. Jesus fucking Christ. Just come here and answer the question.
Fine. All right.
Don't turn that one on.
It's on. You can sit there.
Just sit here and answer the questions. One question for
right.
10 seconds.
All right.
Shakir, Neighbors, or Yeshvash in the flex? You have to talk into the mic.
Shakir.
In,
I did talk into the mic.
you're
Shakir.
talking. You're looking at me.
Talked right into that.
You looked at me and said something.
Shakir.
Shakir over Neighbors and Yeshvash. I would play Malik Neighbors.
Should always be playing a running back at your flex.
He's not a running back.
I know, but you should always be playing a running back at your flex. They get the goal line carries.
Not all of them.
Most of them.
Who's getting the goal line carries tonight? Jameer Gibbs or David Montgomery?
Because I drafted Montgomery in a bunch of leagues, Jameer Gibbs.
Because you have Montgomery Gibbs? I mean, that's good information to know. That's what the people want to know. You smash the like while you're here, all right? Is Chuba too chalky for DFS? I don't think so. He's $5,300. Like, who are your other options if you're going lower? You have, like, the Chargers running backs that you could go with. Does anyone really want to play them? Not really. I would, if you really want to get off of Chuba Hubbard, which I'm fine playing him, and I am playing him in my main lineup this week. You could go up to Javonte Williams if you really wanted to and find that extra $200, or you could go down to Rico Dodal at 46. I don't like that either. Jerome Ford is at 55, so those are some options that you could go to. I have Chuba, Ford, and Williams all ranked right around the same. It's just Chuba's $200 cheaper, hence he makes a lot of these lineups work. Keenan Allen or D-Hop? Oh, Jesus, you got the old man injury team here. Let's go with Keenan Allen in that one. Javonte Williams, spelled incorrectly, or Ford. Those are the two. Let's go with Javonte. And you know what? Let's go with Ford in that spot because he's going to play more of the snaps. So back to that Nico Collins one. No, I already answered that. I answered Connors. Fields or Purdy and 6-point passing touchdowns. I still like Field in that. Pickens or Chase Brown. I still like Pickens in that spot as well. Same question as Jay. Shakir, Yeshmash, or Adunze? Do you like Adunze? No? Cuss is out on Adunze. In that one, I would actually go with Shakir. First band, Neighbors or Chase? I would still play Chase. Ford or Colonel Mostert? I would play Mostert there. Oh, I'm behind on the feed. I just saw you walk in front of the screen on my screen. Well, I didn't start it live when it came on. The chat skipped on me here. Let's see. Mostert or Javonte Williams? Oh boy, there's a lot of questions in here. What you should do is go retweet that link down in the description right now and potentially get into a draw for $1,000 if it hits. Why not go do that, right? Dak or Jaden? I would play Jaden Daniels. Taysom or Bowers? I would play Taysom Hill in full point PPR. Mostert or Ridley? I'd play Mostert. Hey, Pat, some outrageously good content the last 2 weeks. My man, Boban, back for another year. And free. This is true. Thanks. Struggling over Swift versus Hubbard. I mean, I'm struggling over that as well. I'd probably go Swift against Tennessee over Hubbard. I think I have him ranked above him by like 3 spots, but they're all in that same tier. Take who you like. I would go with Swift. Coleman, Yeshmash, or Gabe Davis. Let's go with Andre Yoshivas of those 3 guys. Do I play Chase or Amari Cooper? I'd play Chase over Amari Cooper. Any love for JSN? Sure. Thanks for the really detailed question there, pal. Give your fucking head a shake, okay? He doesn't get banned yet. I already banned one guy. People are easing themselves into the season. Can we get a Cuss first? Now, Cuss not scoring first touchdown pick is going to be live tonight during Sunday Night Live on the Pat Mayo Experience. So in between the late games and Sunday Night Football, you tune back in, okay? And you can find out what the answer to that question is. Ford or Mostert? What defense do I start? Bears or Seahawks? I would start the Seahawks D. Brian says, looking into the mic, according to Cust, equals talking into the mic.
Exactly. It's like driving. You look where you want to go. You look where you want to speak.
Yeah, but you weren't speaking into the mic. You were speaking to me and just looking. You're basically doing this.
And I can project my voice.
People are saying that it didn't go. Tyreek arrested? ? Yeah, he's fine now, though. Don't worry about him. 8,000 yards for Tyreek today. I have Jefferson, Chase, and Adams, and Neighbors. Who am I benching? You're benching Neighbors. I mean, if you really want to play Neighbors over Chase because you're worried, go for it, but I'd play those 3 guys. What defense do I start? Bears or Seahawks? I already have that one. Achan, Cup, or MHJ? Oh, it's Marvin Harrison Jr. I got to get used to the new abbreviations for people's names. Sit one. I guess I'm sitting. guess I'm sitting Cooper Kupp. Like, those are all very good options. I just take the absolute upside of Achane here against the Jags. What defense? I mean, this guy's asked the fucking Bears versus Seahawks question. If I see it one more goddamn time, you're fucking banned for life, all right? Unless you go retweet that thing right now. Then you're okay. You ask it as many times as you want, okay? Mixon, Neighbors, Pollard for my flex. There I'd actually go with Neighbors. Diggs, Amari Cooper, Chase Brown, Curtis Samuel. Pick 2 for the flex. You got the first 2, Diggs and Cooper. Feel better about A.D. Mitchell or Yashmash for Higgins the next few weeks, potential replacement. Well, Higgins should be back next week. We'll see. I'll go with Yoshivas over Mitchell this week. I mean, they're both okay options based on projected volume that you're going to see. But I think that the people that overlook in this spot is, I mean, it's probably better for A.D. Mitchell just because the Texans' pass defense isn't all that great. He's been worked in and playing that Josh Downs role. What people are projecting onto Yeshmash is Chase is banged up and there's no Higgins. Like, well, he's going to get 48 targets. It doesn't really work that way in terms of receivers, especially when all of a sudden Yoshivas isn't facing the 4th or 3rd ranked nickel corner on the other team. He actually gets real coverage, and maybe he doesn't look so good in that situation. Honored to have Cust answer my question. Does he get unbanned for life now? No. That hoodie is rad. Who makes it? I don't know. Some Instagram ad that I saw. And I got 2 of them, and I had to give one to my father-in-law. Caleb and Jaden over Trevor Lawrence. 6-point throwing TD. I have Jaden over Lawrence. I think I have, well, I can check for you right now. I have them all very close. I think I have them all as top 10 options, but let's see. I think I have Lawrence over Caleb. No, I don't. I have Caleb. So I have Jaden Daniels at 4, Caleb Williams at 6, Trevor Lawrence at 8. The answer is Caleb and Jaden Daniels. Play them rooks. Get them in there, all right? Pat Firemouth or Hunter Henry? Let's go with Hunter Henry, although I do like Firemouth. That guy's great. Njoku or Hill? Hill. Connors or Austin Eckler? I like James Conner. I think that's who you mean when you say Connors. Looks like Tyreek may have been arrested. Should I still play him? He's out of fucking jail and he's at the goddamn stadium. Yes. No, you know what? Fucking sit him. See how you like it playing the guy who just got out of jail. Real inspired. May have gotten arrested. Was he going to come after me? I think he's got enough with his 12 kids this year. Trying to dodge a lawsuit somewhere. Now he's got fucking sent to jail, and now he's back out. 76% of people said you did not speak into the mic.
Well, 76% of the people have bad hearing.
That's good for a Cust poll.
That is. That's a big win for you.
Such a win. That's a bigger win than the...
What are some good parlay picks today? Just hit up my Twitter feed. I've been pumping them out all morning. And if you want to get in and try to win some money, code Mayo at Underdog Fantasy right now will get you a $1,000 deposit bonus if you put in enough, or just get you 50% to deposit bonus of up to $1,000. But there is a DAC free square over under 0.5 yards total, rushing or receiving. That's a combined yardage on that. So you can go take advantage of that right now. I have all the picks up on my Twitter feed and in the newsletter. So you click on the rankings list down in the description. You can find my favorite 5-banger, but I put out an 8-banger. I have some like fun pick ones. I have a whole bunch of picks going this week, and I even have a same game parlay thrown out. Same game parlayed with 3 other same game parlays for 350 to 1. That's all up at the PME on X right now. There's also the link down in the description that if you retweet it, you can get that draw for $1,000 if my 8 for 8 comes through. Don't see why you wouldn't do it unless you hate money, you fucking communist. Don't do that. Retweet it out there, all right? Full flex, pick one. Ramondre, Eckler, A.D. Mitchell, or Keon. Ooh. Roll the dice with Eckler, I guess. Yeah, it's Eckler or Ramondre. Eckler, let's do it. Keon Coleman, Najee, or Yeshmash for full flex. There, I actually like Najee. I like Najee a lot more than Warren with Justin Fields starting at quarterback. You didn't know that Justin Fields was starting? Like 2 days ago. It's officially been made known today, but he hurt his calf. He was doing too many high steps on the plane, tore his calf, but he is inactive. Exactly. I know you were looking for a Sunday Night Live bit, maybe a surprise Hawk-tuh girl appearance this week, just for you, Cust. She can give you the old Hawk-tuh. Already playing Chase. Do I roll with Kirk, Pickens, or Javonte Williams? There I would go with Christian Kirk. Herbert or Purdy? I'd go with Dirty Purdy on Monday Night Football. Felon equals extra fantasy points. I don't know if it's a felony, but yeah. So far, so good on guys getting out of jail in 2024 and playing that day. It's been fantastic. Chase is active. Thanks, Stewie. I already mentioned that. Standard scoring. Chat jumped on me. There's a lot of questions. You fill these up. We're still going here. We got like 35 more minutes left until these games start. I dropped likely 40 minutes before Thursday's game and picked up Titans D. Mundith, but it's actually Munt. Will I regret this? Yeah. I mean, you're already regretting it. Janu, Ertz, or Fant? I like Janu Vision coming at you here. Then Ertz, then Fant. Wow, forget your meds this morning? No meds, pal. Just you need to give your head a shake. That's what Dr. Pat says to you, and you can fuck right off. Banned for life? Banned for fucking life. Get out of my goddamn chat forever, all right? Even if you give your head a shake. Would you see ya? A, B, see ya. Fuck right off, all right? Now you have to find this guy's fucking thing. Banned for life. There we go. Oh yeah, we got 9 shots of fucking espresso going into me. I've already had 2 of these already. So we're working on 20 shots of espresso. Been at the gym for 3 hours. My heart rate is. You want to make some bets on my heart rate right now? It's like when Cam wants to do the bets on his diabetes readings. What do you think? Anyone? Paul? Jared?
122. 115.
115, what'd you say?
122.
122, Jared?
128.
81.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Sound asleep at this point.
Listen, when you run 5 miles a day, you have a good VO2 level on everything. Hannibal Lecter's not a real person. Jaden Daniels or Stafford? I like Daniels. Ford or Mostert? You did not answer. You know what? I don't like you using caps at me. You're also banned for life, asshole! Beat it! Beat it! Beat it! All right? Went down. Standard scoring. Tank Dell, D-Hop, or Yeshmash. I actually like Tank Dell of those guys. I have Love. I got Bo Nix. Should that hold me over? I mean, by this question, there's no other quarterback available to pick up. So, yeah, better than playing no one, I suppose. Give me some options here. Help me out. Gus, Bus, or Singletary? Singletary. Moss or Hubbard is a running back, too. I like Hubbard in that spot. Edwards or Dobbins? Let's go. Gus, Bus. Get some touchdowns right there. Superflex, start 2. Dat, I assume that's Dak, Caleb, or Fields. Let's go with Caleb and Fields of those guys. Met or Pitts? Who the fuck is Met?
Metcalf.
Like DK Metcalf? Or Kyle Pitts? DK Metcalf. Is Bengals D playable? Yes. Against the Patriots? Yes, they are very playable. You can check the rankings. They're pretty high up there. Start 1. Oh, Cust has them in all of his leagues, so maybe that means they're not a good start this week. So keep that in mind as we're getting out here. See, we're getting some extra info here. Darnell Mooney Tunes or Brian Thomas? Brian Thomas. Start 1. Coleman, Najee, Yeshmash. We're going with Najee of those guys. Are we benching Ayuk today? Well, he doesn't even play today. I mean, over who? For no one? No, I would not bench him for no one. That's, you know what? That's solid advice right there. Give me some options. The Fighting Irish got Anderkurst. Your thoughts?
I think a lot of people need to get fired, is what I think.
They all just fired? Do I need a VPN for Underdog Fantasy? I live in California. No, you don't. You can just play you can play in California and Texas on Underdog, and you can join this contest. Use code Mayo, get that $1,000. You might as well be doing it. Pat about to take a power dump. Already did. Maybe got round 2 coming up. Okay, Deontay Johnson or Javonte Williams? Let's go with Javonte Williams. Just joined. Sorry if this was asked already. I mean, this specific question has not been asked between Wendale, Jordan Addison, and Andre Yosevash, and Lad McConkey. Need 2. Let's go with Andre Yosevash and Jordan Addison in this spot. But yeah, no VPN for California or Texas. You use code Mayo right now. And then you join that $25,000 Pick'em League, which you can play for $23 over the course of 4 months. Like, that's a steal if you're going to go do it. And there's a Dak free pick tonight as well. And if you do want to get in that $1,000 draw, if I'm 8 of 8 on that prop slip, that is down in the description. You go retweet that and boom, you're in. I'm glad football's back. You can see I'm fired up. Are you guys fired up? I suppose I can't hear them. Are you fired up?
No, I don't really start till tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you're all like anxiety ridden because of the Jets. Answer that one. Do you like Kamara over 27.5 receiving yards? Seems low considering how he was used last year. I'm not touching it because you see him like yo-yo between these receiving yards. It seems like some weeks they're all overpassing to Kamara, and then the next week they don't do it at all. Just go check his box score from last year of like routes run, targets, and receiving yards. Like there was the one game where he had like 13 catches in. I think he was in the minus at some point. That's always a decision too with Kamara, is that they like to throw to him behind the line of scrimmage, and if he has like lead feet that day, he ain't going nowhere. It's fine. It's a neutral. It's a no bet for me. But if you like it, you play it. Let's go for it. Chuba or Moss? Let's go with Chuba. Who do you think you are more wrong on going into the weekend? What are you more wrong on? Are people more wrong on a lot of things?
Yeah.
That's like barely. It's not literate. Go back to school, figure out how to fucking read, learn some new words, and you can come back and ask your question.
Drop out at grade 4. You're doing the best you can.
Judy or Samuel? Judy. Yoshi or Cook? Which Cook? Delvin Cook? No. Jared Cook? I don't think he's in football. If it's James Cook, I'd play James Cook. Oh, Cooks. Brendan Cooks or Yoshi. I'd still play Yoshi in that spot. Diggs or Tremaine? Johnny Tremaine? I will play Stefan Diggs right there. Cup or Olave? Let's go with Olave. Kyler Murray or Justin Fields? We'll go with Kyler Murray. Josh Allen or phony Tony Richardson? Josh Allen, my number one QB today. Josh Allen is the answer. Malik Neighbors or Chris Godwin? Malik Neighbors in that spot. Kyron Williams or James Conner? I like Kyron Williams. Chat jumped again. Where are we at here? Mostert, Chuba, or B-Rob? Oh, Brian Robinson. There I like Colonel Mostert. Aaron Jones or Ford? Aaron Jones. Sutton or Hopkins? I like Sutton. Falcons D or Seahawks D? I like Seahawks D. Lions going for 7,000 yards this season is my guess. Take the Lion.
Again, illiterate.
Did you beat your head against a fucking wall for 15 minutes before you decided to write that? What the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus fucking Christ. I think ESPN did, saying they didn't have a loss on the schedule. That's also not a fucking... Jesus. It's week 1. Gotta get my composure back here. These terrible fucking questions. Any idea updated Fields percentage in the Millie Maker? I don't. If you sub to Run the Sims, you could probably find that out right now. What's your favorite bar in Toronto to watch the NFL, Pat? Well, I haven't been living in Toronto for the past 3 years, but we used to go to the Dogs Bullocks every single week. Now, people will tell you it's real sports. Real overrated. Dogs Bullocks, they have Sri Lankans in the kitchen, so you get some nice spice with your food. And listen, Indian food at a pub is not something like... Sri... What? You decided to interrupt me for that? Yeah, I did. Thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, Dogs Bullocks would be my recommendation. You can basically go up to the waitress and get all of the games on all of the TVs if you really want to. The beer is super cheap, although they don't clean out their taps. So you're going to be incredibly hungover if you drink draft all day. And the wing deal is superb, and it's on Sundays as well. So that gets my full endorsement. Swift Boat or Aaron Jones? You don't take John Kerry, okay? You take Aaron Jones right there. Whiskey or vodka for the games? Listen, you got to cut those cows. You got to go down on vodka right there. Adams or Mike Evans? Oh, Devontae Adams? Devontae Adams. I'm fired up. I'm glad you're fired up. Let's get fired up. Keep calm and get fired up is what I say. Not football question. Also, thanks, Pat. What does Tim think the Hawk Tua girl is gross? Why do you think she's gross, given the old Hawk Tua and making millions? Amari Cooper or James Conner? James Conner. Oh, Amari Cooper or James Conner over Ayuk. I would go James Conner over Ayuk. I had one there about Terry McLaurin. I don't know where it went. Tank Dell or Terry McLaurin? Let's go with Terry McLaurin. Chase or Diggs? Chase. My sister has a hoodie like that. Listen, she's well-dressed, just like Pat Mayo. Are we getting the live halftime cussed reaction on Monday night? Are you going live? He's not. He says he is not going to go live on Monday Night Football. When do you think Chubb will be back? Educated guess. I don't know, week 8, let's say. I wanted more blood. Should have been banned. I guess people love the bans. That's why the people are here. Lawrence or Dak Prescott? Lawrence. Morning, Pat. Morning, Mark. You smash the like while you're here. And if you haven't signed up for Underdog Fantasy, rectify that and do it now with code Mayo, all right? And use that Dak free square today. But you asked Chuba Hubbard or Devin Singletary. Chuba Hubbard. Kamara or Mostert? Kamara. Deebs or Kincaid for Flex 1? If that's Debo, I would play Debo. If it's Freddie Deeb from 2004 Poker TV, I would not play him. I'd play Dalton Kincaid in that spot. But if it's Debo, I would use Debo. Under 100 penalties week 1. I'd probably take the over on that. Who's your main TV game? What's the main TV? We're going Dolphins and Jags, and then we also have a secondary main TV, and we're going Titans and Bears in that spot. Then things will get rotated if stuff gets a bit out of hand. Oh man, please have 2 liters of coffee before every Sunday morning. I basically drink this much every single day. I am doubling up because I'm doing a live show. Thought I needed to have that energy coming at you. We need more questions. If we don't get more questions here, and it says we have 6 likes, that can't be right. Let me refresh the page. Let's see how much longer we're going to do this. 75 likes? You kidding me? Come on now. If we don't get over 100 in the next 2 minutes, I'm ending this. So if you're watching, please go do it. I see there's like 350 people watching. So I think you can hammer out some likes here and use code Mayo at Underdog and play in the $25,000. The $25,000 is just being given away. It's just given away. It's given away whether you play or not. So you might as well play in the contest. The link is down in the description. Aight? Taysom Hill or Brock Bowers? I will go with Taysom Hill. And we make Cuss try out different hot sauces? Nah, he won't do that. Gotta admit, forgot to smash the like. See, Eric knows. Thank you, Eric, for rectifying that right now. You all smash the like. Burrow or Stafford? Stafford. Everyone should drink when Pat says, I'm not from the future, twice when giving give your head a shake. Listen, if you want to be bombed before noon Eastern, then you're going to be good to go. Aaron Rodgers or Caleb Williams? Caleb Williams. Mostert or Tank Dell? Mostert. Who's our 4K under receiver this week? Tyler Wilson didn't check out the fucking newsletter, did he? Where I listed all the options below and rank them too. Put numbers sequentially in order next to my favorite options under 4.5K. Fuck is wrong with you? Shaheed is the answer. Najee Harris or Cortland Sutton? Shaheed. Who wins a 40-yard dash? Jamarcus Russell or Cust? You think you could beat Jamarcus Russell in a 40-yard dash? Reminder, you ran a 40 in 7.12 seconds. Well, the other 2 times didn't count because you kept leaving early. He's wearing jeans. I'm going to take professional athlete Jamarcus Russell. Former. Are you a former professional athlete? You played tackle football, did you? That's great news. Amari, Keenan, or Godwin? Godwin. Metcalf or Jerome Ford? DK. Chase Brown, Taysom Hill, or Yeshmash? Let's go with Chase Brown in that spot. Kelvin, Ridley, or Addison? It's Kelvin Ridley. Tyreek or Miami State Police? Looks like Tyreek is the big winner in all of this. I already did that one. Buffalo D or Houston D. I like Buffalo D. Noah Brown under 4K. I like Noah Brown under 4K. You got to wait to make sure that he's active. I think that he's in, but he's in my Jaden Daniels Tampa Bay stack this week as the 332 option. And if he doesn't play, you can just switch on to Diami Brown at $3,000 if you make that late switch. Tim Butts! We're live on the air.
Oh, perfect.
Would you go this week? Oh, wait.
I would go.
Would you go? Well, that's one that I just did. Would you play Amari, Keenan, or Godwin?
I'm going to Mark.
Amari sucks. Pass. Although it is a revenge game. Jalen Wright being a healthy scratch. Shitty for his future value. Nice statement. Not a question. Banned for life. Fucktard. Get out of here. What time should I start drinking today? I don't know, now-ish sounds good if you haven't started drinking already. Pizza or jerk chicken is Uber Eats. Ooh, I like jerk chicken better. You get some of you get the carrots, peas, and rice mixed with that jerk chicken, you're off to the races. Pat, do you have a new worst place pick, or is Mark Ingram permanently in worst place? He will remain in worst place in perpetuity. In perpetuity. Do you know if there's gambling site I can use in Washington State? I don't have any fucking clue. What's that? No, Kenny doesn't live in Washington State. He lives in Washington, D.C. They're on the other side of the country. No, I have no idea. Kyron Williams, Chris Godwin, or Cooper Kupp. Let's go with Kyron and Kupp. Although Kyron and Kupp. There we go. How do you think the Vikings D will do? Decent. Thank you. Burrow or Kyler? Kyler. 2 QB leagues. Stafford or Fields is QB2. I would go with Fields in that spot. All right, we got to the over 100 likes. I like that. Thank you very much for that. So let's keep rolling these out. We still have like 25 minutes until kickoff. If you have questions, load them in right now. And we got to get up to 150 likes in the next 3.5 minutes, or we're calling it quits. We get that up there. So I do want to let you know, code Mayo at Underdog Fantasy right now. Get you a deposit bonus up to $1,000. So that's pretty good. And there's a Dak free pick today. So you can just throw that in to any entry you want to make. Additionally, that $25,000 Pick'em League, which you can join for free if you have an Underdog handle, is down in the description right now. And there is a tweet down there. If you see it, I believe it says, here, I can find it for you, verbatim in the description, week 1. Oh, no, that's actually an entry. You can go tail with me. Share this tweet to get in $1,000 draw. If you do that and you share that tweet, you are in the $1,000 draw. Just what it says. You go do that right now and you're in that draw. I just need to go 8 for 8 and give one of you $1,000. Sounds pretty good. All right? More questions from you, good people out there. We're almost over the 150. Thank you. Sub to Mayo Media Network while you're here. If you do want to ask a question, you do need to be subbed to the channel, all right? We'll be back at 7 Eastern tonight after the late set of games before Sunday Night Football. Me, Custon Studio, and Gary and Thorne. Metcalf or Najee? Metcalf. Collins, Tank Dell, McLaurin, JSN. I need 2. Collins and McLaurin. I've missed the football roast with Pat. Football is back. Football is back. You're right, Matt Hudson. Way to go. Good comment. Don't make the comments. Ask the fucking questions, all right? FanDuel being down. Can't edit lineups. Sucks to be FanDuel, I suppose. Play on Underdog Fantasy with code Mayo. What team do you think isn't being respected? What kind of fucking questions are these? Just fuck off from my chat. Ask real questions, you moron. Achan or White? Thank you. Oh, Rashad White. Achan. Just thinking, or just like some random white person. No. I mean, I would play Achan over them both, but if it's over Rashad White, I'd still go with Achan in that spot. JSN, Adunze, or Brian Thomas Jr. I like JSN and Brian Thomas Jr. Pat, when are you going to return to the Dog or Pass podcast? You should make a cameo once a month. Paul, you don't want me on that show, do you? No, he doesn't want me on the show. I'm out. Stafford or Kyler? Kyler. Can't decide. Please help. That's what I'm here for. Texans fan Brian. Can't believe that's your YouTube handle. Jaden Daniels or Phony? Tony Richardson. I would go with Anthony Richardson there. It's very close. They're both inside my top 5 at quarterback. Good team you got there. A quarterback at least. Josh Palmer, Chris Godwin, or Javonte Williams? There I like Chris Godwin. Go to Starbucks order. I like a venti Americano with an extra shot of espresso. Let's have some right now. Deontay Johnson or Ramondre Stevenson? Deontay Johnson. Who will win the Millie Maker for first, Pat or Rambo? Well, I think Rambo is a fictional character, so I guess by those odds, I would win, although I'm not going to win because I don't play in the Million... Actually, I am playing in the Millionaire Maker contest. All the lineups I built on the show that I did with Tambo this week, I threw in the $5 Millie, but I don't go out of my way to play the Millie. It's a taker. You should play in like the 153 max or one of those single entry $100 instead of just blowing all your money on the Millionaire Maker against 175,000 people. That's why you should actually play in this Pick'em League. I think that there's like 2,000 people in it, and there's $25,000 just being given away. Jesus. Over-under bands, over 5.5. See, we didn't get there yet, Paul. That closed. Kirk or McLaurin? McLaurin. Deontay Johnson or Ramondre? Deontay Johnson. Christian Kirk or Evan Ingram? Huge fan. I'm a huge fan of you, too. Sia Nijad. Christian Kirk or Evan Ingram? Christian Kirk. David Montgomery or Najee Harris? Well, Cuss said he has David Montgomery on all of his teams, so I guess I'll go with Najee in that spot then. DraftKings, Baker, Kincaid, Allen, or Jonnu? I like Allen and Jonnu Vision in that spot. Moss, Zamir White, or Palmer? Pick 2. Is that Trey Palmer or Josh Palmer? I guess it really doesn't matter. I'm playing both the running backs right there. All signed up and deposited. Done. Took less than 10 minutes. I'm up and running. You're a fucking hero. Code Mayo at Underdog Fantasy right now. You can be like this hero. You want to be a hero? That's all you got to do. Sign up for Underdog Fantasy with code Mayo. Deposit bonus up to $1,000. You retweet that thing, you can maybe get another $1,000, and I'm giving away $25,000. Why do you hate $25,000? I don't get it. Just go sign up for it right now. It's pretty easy. It's down in the description. Didn't realize you hated money. Don't want to hear about, oh, Pat, that prop pick lost. I'm out of money. Well, you could have played basically for free for $25,000, but you don't want to do that? Give your heads a shake, people. Smash like, sub at the channel while you're here as well. Is Cust actually a doctor of Cust? Yes, he is. Adam Thielen or Moss? Fuck, I'd probably play Randy Moss over Adam Thielen at this point, but I'll take Zach Moss in that spot. 25K or nothing. It's actually 5K to first and 3K to second and 2K to third and fourth. So, if you do well, you're going to do pretty nice payout on Underdog. DJ Moore or Neighbors? DJ Moore. Field or Daniels? Daniels. Jerome Ford or Chris Godwin? Chris Godwin. I want to take alt-line T. Hill receptions. How high should I go? Dolphins fan Tim Butts. How many catches for Tyreek Hill today? I say 43.
I was going to go 9, but 43.
9?
Awesome.
9+ receptions for Tyreek Hill. Same game, parlay that together with like 200+ yards, and you are off to the races, all right? Singletary or Adunze? He may or may not be from Italy. I don't know. Roma Dunze? Singletary. That's what I like. You've been my guide for over 5 years. Thank you. Thank you, the Coos. Thanks for tuning in. You smash a like while you're here. Okay? I gave $100 just to Underdog for you. I want to go on the Sunday night football show so bad just to shit on Cust for his awful Oasis takes. Well, you can follow him at TimAnderson87 on Twitter and shit on him over there. He'll see it. Trust me. Christian Kirk or Brandon Ayuk? Let's go with Christian Kirk. I switched Murray in for Burrow, and I might be sweating a bit. Well, I'm sweating underneath these lights, so just join the fucking club, I suppose. Daniels or Stafford? Daniels. Daniels or Baker Mayfield? Daniels. Lieutenant Daniels from The Wire is who you want. Been following you since you were on Roto. Bijan, Etienne, or Kenneth Walker III. Anytime touchdown parlay, who crushes me? Probably Bijan, because they'll find some new random dude to give the ball to for whatever reason. It's also a tough defense against Pittsburgh as well. I like that one, to tell you the truth. But I guess my one worry would be that if the Jags do get behind, they might just abandon the run, and then maybe he has to do it through the air. But he's been excellent inside the red zone. At least he was last season, inside the 5 especially. That would be Travis Etienne. Pat, what is your ideal heart rate for an easy 3 to 5 mile run? Well, it depends on how easy you want it to be. How long are you doing it for? Are you trying to press it and do those 3 miles in under 20 minutes? Because my heart rate would be 160 around then if I'm pushing it. That, I believe, comes in at what? 9.5 for 20 minutes, or 9 at 20 minutes if you're going to do that. But if you want to do 6 for 30 minutes to get your 3 miles in, I suppose your heart rate should be 140, 145, somewhere around there, 150. Bears D or Jets D? I actually like the Bears D against Will Levis in that spot. For fantasy, Shakir, Coleman, or Samuel? Shakir and Coleman. Why do you have all the Bills receivers? That seems like nonsense. D-Hop or Deontay Johnson? Deontay Johnson. I had an issue with Underdog and stopped using them for a while. Not that they were ever bad, but the issue made me stop. When Pat came back to Underdog, I went back to Underdog. Fucking heroes! Let's go, all right? No. No. You don't think I vetted the comment before I started to read it? Come on now. Hero out there. Code Mayo at Underdog. And if you have an Underdog account already and you didn't use Code Mayo, that's okay. You can still play in the PME giveaway contest for $25,000. That link is down there right now. If you have the Underdog handle already, it will legit take you less than 10 seconds. Unless you're cussed, it will take you less than 10 seconds to join. You click Google form, you enter email, which I will steal, and then put in your Underdog handle, and we will be good to go. Singletary or Chase Brown? Let's go with Singletary. Ford or Zamir White? Zamir White. Etienne or Oduche for best enunciation. Oh, Adunze. Adunze is probably the best one. Etienne is Francais. Adunze is Italian. Daniels or Caleb Williams? Daniels. Bolt up! Just lightning bolts. Let's have it. I upped the Underdog pick'em default to over 3.5 instead of 2.5 on Dortch. Am I an idiot or smart? I mean, I don't like Dortch. I like Michael Wilson in that spot. So I think you're an idiot, which means you're probably just a big winner at the end of the day. Lieutenant Daniels from The Wire is a fucking hero. He'd be definitely down to win $25,000 on Underdog. See? Everyone knows that. People know this. Many good people know. You want to be a good man and the great people out there are playing in this contest, all right? Half-point PPR, would you go Chuba, Kirk, Ayuk in the flex? I would go with Christian Kirk. Season-long bench spot, Hawk 2 or TJ Hawkta. I'll go with TJ Hawkta. I mean, why are you going to... Who is the biggest hero in PME history? I think it's never seen on camera Tim Butts who's standing over there, known only from text threads that I post.
The Bob Sacamano of the show.
He is the Bob Sacamano of the show. This is true. Zamir White or Kelvin Ridley? Kelvin. No, not sorry. Zamir White. I live in a legal state, but making underdog picks whenever I'm in a legal state started 0-4. 0-4 is better than I'm doing so far this year. Let's go, Ethan. Have at it. Pick 2, please. Oh, thank you for saying please. Full point PPR. Hubbard, Kincaid, JSN, Brian Thomas. I have McBride in already. So Hubbard is 1, Kincaid is 2. Those are the 2 that you want to go with. I miss people getting banned and asking about the worst player in the NFL all the time. I wish I could play pick'ems on underdog, but my state is dumb. Maybe you have champions in your state. I don't know. It's because sometimes pick'em is banned, but there's a list of champion states, which also qualifies for this contest, by the way. Drop the Beat says, hi, not a question. Fuck off, all right? I wish I could play, all right, did that one. More cursed, the Jets or Notre Dame this year. Notre Dame, well, the Jets haven't played yet. And the Notre Dame is 1-1. Brian Thomas or Hubbard. Which rookie receiver goes off after Neighbors, Harrison Jr., Keon Coleman, or Romadunze? Well, Harrison Jr., Neighbors, Keon Coleman, Adunze. Underdog getting stud promoter. This is true. I am a stud. You know that. So much content. Nothing like Mayo Media Network. Absolutely the best in the biz. Many people are saying it's the best in the biz. They're right. Many good people say this. Absolutely the best at giving people what they want. Deserves credit for how far he's come. Thank you. Look at all the credit that I'm getting, Tim. Where's your credit, pal? There's my credit. Where's your credit, Freddie? Where's your LeBaron, Freddie? All right, what do we got left here? We got 15 minutes. Gotta take a break. Let's do one more check-in with my heart rate. Anyone want to take bets? Butts, you weren't here for the old one. What do you think my heart rate's at? Right now.
123.
123?
84.
84?
A little hotter in here.
91.
91? Jared? People in the chat can help.
95.
95? 91 right now. Cuss used up all of his good picks for the day on my heart rate at the moment.
I get both showcases.
Are you following him on his Apple Watch? Is that how you know?
Please ban me for noticing how red hoodie brings out the worst in your complexion. Listen, you think you can rattle me with that. I wouldn't be on camera if I wasn't exceptionally good looking. And if there's one thing that I have, it's amazing skin. Like, honest to God, just many people are saying the best. I don't even use the skin products. I just wash my face. Now, some people might say that you eat too many chocolate bar and you have depox, but that's not me. Look at this visage. It's very nice. Defense, Tampa versus Washington, or Minnesota versus the Giants. Let's go with Minnesota versus the Giants. Pat is vibing right now. I am vibing right now. We got vibes, team vibes over here. Cuss picking winners on heart rates. Someone did mention it's probably not good that Cuss picked my heart rate. Might just stop here halfway through the show. Good TV, though, if you're watching. Marvin Harris, longest reception, under 22.5. That's not a real person, but if it's Marvin Harrison, I would actually go over on that. The Bills' back end, not so good. Who's not getting the first touchdown today? Tune in live to the Pat Mayo Experience, Sunday Night Live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Cuss will be in studio, sitting right there. Not over there, but over here. And Garion will be on the line. We'll be doing the recap, guessing the lines, and saying who's not going to score the first touchdown of Sunday Night Football between the Rams and the Lions. There is still time to get on Underdog and tail some of these plays. They're all up on the Twitter feed right now. And I have a link down in the description to my Twitter feed. If you retweet that tweet and it goes 8 for 8, you can win $1,000. If you hate $1,000, sounds like you hate $1,000 if you're not doing it. That's what I think. There's also the $25,000 pool. Pick 'em for Underdog down in the description. You can go join that right now. Code Mayo at Underdog. Use that DAC free pick. They're just giving you money. I'm giving you money. They're giving you money. Use code Mayo at Underdog Fantasy right now. These are the final questions right now. Yeah, Pat's show used to be an hour. I'm sorry. I mean, this guy's complaining that the show's too short. We'll go 4 hours for the spread show this week. Would you go Zamir White over Ford even though Ford is higher in the ranks? No, let's go with Ford then. Shit Calf or Keenan Allen? Let's go with DK in that one. Will there be cooking with Cust on Sunday evenings? I'd like to see an authentic Cust meal. Maybe we can try to figure that out. We'll do the show live from the kitchen at one point later on this year. That's it. Those are all the questions. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know if I'll be able to do this next week because I'm away at a wedding, but will be on my way to the airport right around this time. Luckily, I can stream all the games on the airplane, so we're not a problem there. But hey, if I'm in the back of a cab, listen, I might have like 30 minutes to do it. My mom might be with me. You can say hi to my mom because we're both going to this wedding. But yeah, I'll try to get on there, see what we can do. But everything else will be the same. And that'll be it. All right, that's all of it. Smash the like, sub to the channel while you're here. Underdog Fantasy code Mayo, and use that DAC free square while you're at it and join the Pick'em League. Thanks, you all, honestly, for tuning into all the content this week. It's been a lot of fun to be back. I hope I can maintain this energy for the next 18 weeks. It may involve me having to smoke crystal meth to keep up this energy, but hey, I'll do it for you, all right? I'm Pat Mayo. I'll see you next time.